Welcome dear students. Now I am discussing about the subdivision Zygomycotina, the second subdivision of Eumycota. It is a group of xenocytic fungi which shows similarity with Mastigomycotina species in some features. Some species of this subdivision are economically important. They help to produce different types of organic acids and alcohols, while others boil the fruits, vegetables, or other food items. Here, I am giving the detailed salient features of Zygomycotina. The species may be saprophytic, coprophilous, or parasitic in nature. Both obligatory and facultative parasitism are visible in the life cycle of different species. In the case of vegetative thallus, the hyphae are branched, aseptate, and multinucleate or xenocytic. But the septum formed during the development of sex organs. The composition of hyphae cell wall is chitin-chitosan and complex. The cellulose content is totally absent in this case. The special feature, that is the absence of motile flagellated cells, clearly visible in the species. The multiplication of the thallus is mainly by vegetative, asexual, and sexual methods. Fragmentation is the main method of vegetative propagation. The asexual method includes the production of non-motile sporangiospores. It is a type of aplanospore. Beyond this sporangiospores, chlamydospores were also observed in some species. Moreover, the sexual cycle includes the gametangial fusion and the formation of zygospore. Upon germination of zygospore, the promycelium will form, which bears the terminal sporangium that produces the multinucleated spores. The genus Rhizopus, it is coming under the kingdom fungi, division Eumycota, subdivision Zygomycotina, class Zygomyces, order Mucorales, finally the family Mucoraceae. Rhizopus is commonly called black bread mold or black mold. It grows on variety of substrata as saprotrophic fungi. It is researched that the genus Rhizopus represented by about 50 species. Among the saprotrophic species, Rhizopus stolonifer is commonly known as bread mold. Sometimes this species causes soft rot of sweet potato and leek disease of strawberry and tomato, while the parasitic species, that is Rhizopus artocarpi, causing fruit rot of jackfruit. Some of the parasitic fungi cause diseases in different animals, including in human beings also. It is the detailed vegetative structure of Rhizopus. The vegetative thallus is just a white cotton-like growth on the substratum. The mycelium is composed of tubular, haploid, non-septate and xenocytic hyphae. The main composition of the cell wall is chitin-chitosan complex. In young mycelium, all the hyphae are alike, but gradually the hyphae get differentiated into stolon, rhizoid, and sporangiophore. Stolon is horizontal hypha seen on the surface of substratum. The rhizoids are tuft of branching root-like hyphae produced from stolons. Rhizoids penetrate into the substratum to fix the mycelium and also absorb the nutrients for further growth. The last one is sporangiophores. These are long and branched erect clusters of fertile hyphae that produced on stolons. These hyphae grow vertically upward and directly opposite to the rhizoids. This specialized sporangiophore bears sporangia at the tips. Here we are discussing the asexual reproduction method in Rhizopus. The asexual reproduction is mainly by the formation of mitospores in the sporangia. These are called sporangiospores. During this method, the tip of sporangiophore swells up. Gradually, the protoplasm and nuclei flow into the swelling. Immediately, the protoplasm differentiates into dense peripheral region and a vacuolated central region. The peripheral region is fertile with numerous nuclei. On the other hand, the central region is sterile with only a few nuclei. After, semicircular partition appears in between these two regions. Then, the outer region becomes sporangium. The inner region forms columella. In the sporangium, the protoplasm undergoes repeated cleavage and produces many of protoplasmic bits. Each bit contains 2 to 10 nuclei. It soon secretes a wall around it and becomes a multinucleate spore called sporangiospore. At maturity, the black-colored sporangiospores liberate by bursting the sporangial wall. By external agent like wind, the spores dispersed far and germinates to form new mycelium when they get suitable substratum temperature and moisture. Next reproduction method is sexual type. The mating and conjugation between compatible hyphae are the main events of sexual cycle. Both homothallic and heterothallic species are present among the genus Rhizopus. Rhizopus stolonifer is homothallic, while Rhizopus sexualis shows heterothallism. In homothallism, the sexual union between the hyphae of same mycelium occurs. But in heterothallism, it occurs between the compatible hyphae of opposite mating types. In this, the physiologically different positive and negative strains of hyphae come in close contact with each other. Then, the tip of each hyphae, that is, positive and negative strains, swells up and forms a club-shaped reproductive structure that is called progametangium. The hyphae which form progametangium are zygophores. At this time, the cytoplasm, nuclei, and different cell organelles flow to the progametangium. Then a septum is formed in each progametangium, which in turn forms a terminal cenogametangium and a basal portion that is suspensor. The dense cytoplasmic mass of cenogametangium is cenogamete. Suspensor has vacuolated cytoplasm and very few nuclei. After, the wall between the gametangia dissolves. That results the fusion of two cenogametes and the formation of a cenozygote. The cenozygote contains several diploid nuclei. This cenozygote secretes a thick, resistant, dark-colored wall around it and becomes a cenozygospore. The spore can survive under unfavorable condition, but under favorable condition, it will germinate and grows to new mycelium. During germination, the diploid nuclei of cenozygospore undergo meiotic division and produce haploid nuclei. After the nuclear division, the spore wall splits open and a tubular hyphae protrudes out. It is called promycelium. It grows vertically upward and its tip expands to form zygosporangium or germ sporangium. This zygosporangium produces numerous uninucleate spores. In this, 50% of the spores belonging to the positive strain and the rest belongs to the negative strain. After, the haploid nucleus of the spores undergo mitosis and the spores become multinucleated condition. Under suitable conditions, the spores will germinate and give rise to the respective strains of mycelia. Then, the life cycle of Rhizopus. Life cycle of Rhizopus includes both asexual and sexual cycles that we already discussed. Asexual cycle includes the production of haploid sporangiospores, while the sexual cycle includes plasmogamy, karyogamy, and diploid zygotic nuclei formation. The meiotic division of zygotic nucleus in turn causes the formation of haploid nuclei. Economic importance of Rhizopus. Many species of Rhizopus are economically important, especially Rhizopus sinensis, Rhizopus oryzae, Rhizopus nodosus, etc. In this, Rhizopus sinensis and Rhizopus nodosus are used for the manufacture of lactic acid, while Rhizopus oryzae is used for fumaric acid and alcohol production. New reports also says the production of steroids from some species of Rhizopus. Moreover, some species are responsible for the spoilage of bread, fruits, and other food items. The spores of Rhizopus also acting as one of the air pollutants. Herewith, we completed the discussion about the subdivision Zygomycotina and the genus Rhizopus. Thank you so much.